My second semester of college, they had to send all the students home due to a worldwide pandemic. And I found myself once again without a home. The Reverend, kind and generous, offered this home up to me. What I didn't know was that Mr. Hill lived there, along with his wife, who I adored, and his daughter, who was so full of life. One night when I was leaving the Reverend's home to meet up with my cousins, Mr. Hill met me at the bottom of the steps. My heart beat out my chest. My ears went deaf against the sound of the blood rushing through my body. I was afraid. Afraid of what would happen if I let him assault me again, but even more afraid of what would happen if I didn't this time. "Hey, Rajay," he exclaimed cheerfully. How could he act like this shit was normal? "Hey, Mr. Hill," I replied. He asked me where I was going, and I told him. He said, "Okay, be safe," and opened up his arm for a side hug, which he made seem so innocent, though I knew it was a trap. I hesitated, debating if I would choose myself this time. I remember my mom had this lover, and he would look me up and down like he wanted to rip my clothes off my body. And when I told my mom, she said she'd ask him about it. Can you believe that shit? Well, one day I went to my grandma's, and sure enough, that same lover, sitting on the couch, I confronted my mom about his presence, and you know what she told me? She told me that he had a daughter who had been raped, and that he would never do something like that. And she told me she believed him. If my own mother could believe a lover over me, what in this messed up world would make me think that I could disrupt the Reverend and his daughter and her daughter's life over a hug? I didn't choose myself. I opened up my arm to be embraced by Mr. Hill, and sure enough, he grabbed a handful of my ass. I left that house feeling disgusted, embarrassed, and ashamed. I got in the car with my cousins, and I drank until I didn't believe myself. I'd always had a tough time finding a home.